Hello, my name is Seked, and we are playing Team Rustic 4. And it's an exciting day. Pack's been updated. We have Mekanism, which really changes everything, honestly. um, it's a big deal. But we're going to need some osmium ore, and we'll have to go mining in some new chunks to get that. Yeah, we just started digging down, and we found some. Fortune's our best bet with this stuff. The It's not integrated with anything yet except Mekanism or processing, and we don't have any of that yet. So maximize our yields, use Fortune. So since we have Mekanism now, I want to work towards some solar generators. And the first thing we're going to need is one of these Metallurgic Infusers. It uses one osmium. I just smelt up a little bit. Let's go ahead and make a recipe for that. I saved most of it. I want to double as much of it as we possibly can. So we'll go ahead and make a recipe for this. And I don't know if we have a recipe for furnace. We don't. So we'll make a recipe for furnaces. There it is. And for the time being, until we get some real power gen going with this stuff, we're just going to pop it down right here. So we're going to set this to export power. And this would be the south facing? I don't know if this is going to necessarily work. Okay, yeah, that works. What we want to make is a bunch of infused alloy. We're going to need a good amount of this. We can start with 1-to-1 redstone and iron. We can improve the redstone ratio eventually, but this will get us going for now. Just throw the redstone in there and you see it kind of fills up this gauge as it melts it. And then you throw the iron in, and that, you see your progress bar and you get your, what is it, infused alloy, I think? Yeah. Now we're going to be using that infused alloy to make these solar generators. Solar panels aren't so bad. We just need any glass pane, some of the alloy, and some osmium. So this is going to take a bit of osmium. Let's look at what we can do to increase our yield from the raw osmium. Oh, let's see, here it is. Okay, we can just smelt it and get one. Okay, we can run it through the whole process. So let's see, an enrichment chamber will increase our yields a little bit. Purification chamber, we'd need oxygen for. Okay, it looks like an enrichment chamber is gonna be our best bet for the time being. Okay, that's some basic control circuits. That's more redstone and also some osmium. So let's see, we're gonna need 2 of those, and we're gonna need a little bit of steel. There's some infused alloy, and I think it's 2 redstone to 1 osmium to make the basic control circuits. Let's see, we got 320, which means 32 redstone. Now I got 300, so sure enough. We're gonna go ahead and make a recipe for the steel casing. We're gonna need a bunch of those. And then one for the enrichment chamber. This will certainly not be the first one of those, the only one we build of those. So let's see. Craft it up. There it is. And we are gonna have this import into the refined storage system. We're not gonna attach an autocrafter to it yet. We're gonna wait until we have our power gen fixed. But we are gonna set this up in the side config. We're gonna turn eject on, and it's not gonna output that direction. We'll output to the bottom, and we'll need to run another energy pipe here to the back. And what this will let us do, we can put our raw osmium in here, I figure any other raw ore, and it will turn each 3 into 4 dust that we can then smelt up into ingots. Silk Touch is a better option all around, it looks like. So now that we're doing a little bit better with our osmium, okay, we still gotta, okay, energy tablet isn't bad. That's just a couple of those alloys we made. And I think that's everything for the basic solar generator. What we want is the advanced one. This produces 6 times as much power as one of the basics. So let's see if we have what it takes, and if not, why not? Okay, so we need 15 more osmium, and we need to teach this thing glass panes. I'm sure we've already taught it glass. And let's deal with the osmium. So remember when we set the priority up on this external storage, we set it to a priority of 10. As we're cooking up the osmium, we should see it coming into here. Yeah, and see the ingot just went up from 32 to 33. Now it's 34. That's how that works. It's pretty cool. Okay, we got everything. Let's craft one up. Should be done. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need some more infused alloy before we make another one. But let's go ahead and teach this thing how to make a battery. Here we go. Always more patterns. Now we're gonna need another crafter soon. Thankfully, we've got some more power gen right here. So let's go on up here and see how this thing does. We're gonna put this down right here. There we go. Not doing a thing. Well, I guess it's nighttime, isn't it? Let's go sleep through the night. Okay, it's actually charging at quite a clip. I'm gonna bet that's charging faster than this whole setup, because this is lossy. Sending it all the way from the water wheels to over here. So I'm gonna see what happens. Like right now, we got this battery here, right? And it's slowly charging up. Let's go ahead and set this thing to export. Let's, what direction are we facing? East? We're gonna need a connector. Alright. Connector right here. Put the relay there. Let's see. Oh, this is the battery we want to look at. Is this charging faster now? Kind of looks steady state, which is not what I expected. Okay, storing power. It's not doing anything either. So let's see. This is, we're facing east. Okay, I replaced the, the immersive engineering wires with the energy pipes from Pipeses, and now it's doing exactly what I want it to do. Now, I don't know if there's enough power up there to power all of this. There's only one way to find out. So let's see, is this gonna go up or go down? It looks like it's increasing. And this here, okay, so however many FE that solar panel is producing, it's enough to power this whole scene here with just a little bit of energy surplus. So that's good. Next, look, it's really taken 3 of these to keep this full and that running and give us a small surplus. Like you can see the battery, slowly filling up. But that's good. That'll hold us for a little bit. So now that we got our power situation in the shop more or less sorted out, we got to start thinking about some resource generation. The simplest option starting off is mystical agriculture. We already have the seeds going back where we're growing everything else. But I'll tell you, I have not gotten one seed from harvesting a crop yet. So it looks like that's turned off in this pack. So what I think we're going to do is set up garden cloches from immersive engineering back here. We're going to need a bunch of space for this. So we're going to start out by doing a little bit of landscaping. We're going to connect this side here. It's like almost a direct line, so we're just going to, make it a little wobbly. Minecraft landscapey line. There we go. And we're going to fill that in with cobblestone. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to go up one more, starting with the same kind of general idea. But this looks like a good place. Once we get here, we're going to try to be 3 back from the edge here. We're going to mess that up in places. And that will all help it look, I hope, somewhat natural and not like we just placed a bunch of dirt blocks. Okay, that'll work. Now, this setup is going to be full of little automatic farming blocks, and those blocks are going to need a supply of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little pump house over here. We're just going to break the ice. We want to go up, I guess about that high. Now we have a couple of pumps available to us. The first one I want to try is from Mekanism. It's a bit of a rabbit hole, but we have steel casings, infused alloys. We have most of this stuff, so let's make ourselves steel casing, and we'll make ourselves a bucket. Now we're going to need a couple other things. Actually, we should go right back there. We're going to want some basic mechanical pipes, which are, what am I out of power over here? Huh. It's definitely filling up quite quickly. I wonder what happened over here. Weird. Okay, anyway. Oh, you know what? There are a few other, if we're going to use these, which we are, there's a few other things we need first. One of these is a configurator. This will allow us to actually set the pipes to, like, take a fluid out of an inventory, for instance. We're going to need, we have recipes for most of that stuff. We've got the tablet already. I think we have enough advanced alloy in the system already. Now, we just have to get some power into it. And we might be able to put this in here. Yes. Awesome. Now, Mekanism also offers tanks, which are upgradable such that they're, with the next upgrade from here, they're as good as the cyclic tanks. And we're going to need to power the pump. We don't have enough osmium to make another set of those solar panels up there. But there is, well, there's actually a few. Well, there's a solar neutron activator. That's not what we want at all. There are these small solar panels, which, I guess we don't even really need a recipe for this, do we? We'll just craft it. Why not? Do we not have? I need to go mining. Okay, so it happened again with the RF system. I had some stuff. I still have some stuff in the Enrichment Chamber. Oh, we need 3 raw gold for that. That's right. And somehow it was just taking up all of the power. We may want to switch these out for different cables. Anyway, back to this. Anyway, I'm gonna put the pump right here. And we're gonna want to break this ice. And they want torches down here too. Keep this liquid. Oh. Now, it's gonna need power. And I want to say we could use either of the, well, I guess it is one, okay, so it needs 40 FE a tick, right? So how much does this generate? A small amount. So let's try to hook this thing up to a little power. Right? And we'll just pop this on here. Appears to be collecting power. Okay, it produces 36R at the tick. That's not actually bad. Not quite what we want, but 2 of them would probably do it. Okay, so this will take water. We're gonna put our pipes, and I failed to mention it when I did this over here, but what you do with these is you take the configurator and you shift right click on whatever the thing is. You'll see a little text message and the graphic changes. This is push. What we want is pull. We want to pull water out. Over here, we want to pull RF out. So what we're going to do is take a couple more cables here. Bring it out the front. Put the tank down. We got, yeah, you see it's pumping. Now that's full of energy, and this is filling up. So it looks like this thing doesn't burn energy passively. We do want another solar panel and probably some kind of battery. One of the ones from Cyclic's probably fine. Okay, we'll set both of these to pull. Set this one to pull. It's even like visually shows you that there's energy. This is filling up. Decent clip. Should be fine to power the pump. Alright, we got the basic idea what we're doing technically here. So I'm kind of thinking, is it'll look like I want to actually use this stuff. That's part of the design, so wouldn't make much sense to have them hanging off here, though, would they? No. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. Doesn't have to make complete sense. I do want to separate these, though, and that's just the third right click. I want these to look like 2 separate pipes from over here. What we'll do is we'll have the pipes filling up the tanks outside the wall. And then we'll run pipes along top like this. Okay. So it'll look, a little moddedy, but it'll be the basic pump house idea. Okay, it's not much. Needs a door. A little bit of detail here and there, but it'll do. I think it'll get the idea across. Now, it doesn't seem to matter that this thing is blocking the sun for part of the day. These things point that direction and continue to do their thing at about the same amount of RF production that they do. So that should set us up for water supply. Now what we're going to do with it all is we're going to make some garden cloches. We're going to program a recipe in for them. We're going to have to make the vacuum tubes manually. So let's see, we'll need the nickel plate. I made 20 of these. We need copper wire. I made plenty of these. Good amount of copper wire. What else do we need? We need glass and redstone. Alright, I'll probably have to craft the glass. This might show what I'm talking about. Like, check this out. Like, this wasn't happening before. We start running the electrical furnace, and I felt like this was, it's the energy isn't going down, but it stops sending power to the refined storage network. It'll grind all this in just fine, and then it'll stop. because it can't get anything out of here because the importer underneath it is part of the refined storage system that's not getting power. I feel like maybe the mechanism cables would be better. I think something about this bend and the way the pipes mod thinks about RF might be our issue. I've never had a, and really this is probably just a way I set it up issue. What I think we're gonna do, and I'll probably do this between episodes, is move the power to over here, right? Like this is where it'll come down. The refined storage system will be here, and we'll have the processing and other stuff over here. I think maybe a single throughput line would be the way to go. Let's actually try it. We'll try that with these pipes. Yeah, but here you can watch, like it's done, and now all of a sudden power is going to go to the refined storage system again. But no, now it has to send a little bit of power over here. And the whole thing shuts down again. So we'll mess with the way we have this set up, because we have plenty of power. Now the vacuum tube is a workbench recipe, and we'll need a crafting components blueprint for that. So we'll need 2 more blue dye. Make those. That was iron, aluminum, and copper. It's just fine. We'll come on over here. Change our blueprints. Put this stuff in. Each one will give us 3. So now we got 60 vacuum tubes. Enough for 60 cloches. For the moment, we're going to make 1. Missing iron mechanical component. I thought we just checked to see if we had those. Those are the steel. Okay, we'll make a recipe for the iron here. I'm sure it's same basic idea. There we go. Okay, just to test proof of concept, we made 1. Okay, so water goes in through one of these. Might be that one. Let's set up to find out. It's so weird not having a backpack. I wonder if backpacks were added in the update. I very much doubt it. Yeah, we got the accumulator backpack for immersive. We got some kind of cake. I don't know. Okay, we'll fill this thing full of water. Is any water actually going in here? Yes! Okay, very cool. Now, let's take our scaffolding. We're gonna come on up here. And let's place this small solar panel right there. Okay, it doesn't seem like it wants to go in there. Oh, now it's going in there. I guess it just took it a second. Okay, cool. Okay, welcome to Issue Land. We're gonna go ahead and what I'm talking about is that all of these seeds I've crafted. So we're not getting extra seeds. The auto farm is gonna be the way to go to build up essence. And cloches are probably our best option at this point. Being set up this way, these will only run during the daytime. No sense doing the special farmland. We're not getting extra seeds anyway, so it makes literally no difference. I shouldn't think. Ooh. It could be an issue if garden cloches don't grow the mystical agricole. I didn't even think to look. Oh dear. Okay. I know this may shock you when I say that I did not expect that. I hope that's just something that's gonna be fixed, and I hope that's not a feature. There is another way we can do mystical agriculture automatically, at least in theory. Um, but that's gonna be a little bit farther down the line. I guess what we're actually gonna do is make a setup for exactly 21 of these things. That's how many recipes there are. That's how many things it can produce. These garden cloches in this pack. It looks like vanilla stuff and Farmer's Delight stuff, all of which we need. And we'll just have to find another way to do the mystical agriculture at high volume until or unless such time as support for those crops are added to the cloches. But anyway, I feel like we got a good amount of stuff done today. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.